Welcome to RV Luxury Pro, where power meets perfection. Premium wheels, elite style, ultimate luxury. You'll want to imagine this like you're sitting down with your viewers, coffee in hand, totally hyped because this is one of the most exciting travel vehicles we've seen in years. Ready? Let's roll. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. And today, oh man, we are talking about something truly next level. If you are a fan of epic road trips, adventure travel, innovation, and rugged luxury, you are going to love this. We're diving into the buzz around the 2026 Caterpillar Motorhome, a vehicle that's been turning heads everywhere from camper forums to auto shows and social feeds. This isn't just another RV, this is like a beast mode home on wheels that's ready to take you anywhere in the world. And believe me, I've got a lot to share. So, buckle up. At first glance, and we've all seen the photos and clips floating around, the 2026 Caterpillar Motorhome just commands respect. This thing looks like it could climb mountains, ford rivers, and still pull up in front of a beach campsite looking absolutely clean. You've got that industrial Caterpillar DNA, the kind of presence you'd expect from the brand that builds some of the world's toughest heavy machinery, but now it's been reimagined as a full-on mobile living environment. What really gets me excited about this motorhome is how bold the design is. It almost feels like the kind of vehicle you'd see in a futuristic adventure movie. Tall stance, massive all-terrain tires that look like they could easily be mistaken for something off a military rig, aggressive LED lighting arrays, reinforced bumpers, and an exterior that's clearly built to be functional in harsh climates, not just pretty on Instagram. But here's what's cool, despite that rugged exterior, Caterpillar didn't stop there. They've paired all that power and durability with genuine luxury living space inside. We're talking panoramic windows that let in tons of natural light, premium materials like full-grain leather seating, ambient lighting, and a living setup that rivals some high-end apartments, but with the freedom to move literally anywhere. It's that blend of outdoor aura with indoor comfort that makes this beast feel like a real home on wheels. Now some of you may be thinking, okay sure, it looks tough, but what about the engine and how it performs? And wow, this is where things get really interesting. From what's been revealed so far, Caterpillar is offering heavy-duty powertrain options that are built for endurance. There's a robust Caterpillar diesel engine designed to produce impressive torque and move this massive machine with confidence, which is exactly what you'd expect from a company known for industrial power. But, and this is the part that's really getting people talking, there's also talk of a hybrid electric variant that marries diesel power with a high-capacity battery system. Now, that doesn't mean this is some tiny electric van, no way. What it means is that you get diesel reliability and long-haul capability plus smooth, quiet electric assist for things like city driving, campsite living, and low-noise cruising. Imagine pulling into a quiet forest campsite and switching into a nearly silent mode. That right there is a game-changer for RV life. And speaking of long journeys, one of the practical bits that really stood out to me is the emphasis on off-grid power and endurance. The motorhome is expected to include things like robust solar roof systems and high-capacity battery storage, so you can stay powered up even when there's no plug in sight. Cut the cord from traditional campsites. This is meant for real adventures where you're living on your own energy for days or even weeks. Alright, let's talk about space. Because hey, what good is a home on wheels if you can't actually live comfortably in it? From all the sneak peeks and details that have been out there, the interior layout looks incredibly well thought out. You've got a lounge area with couches and probably some sort of convertible dining table, a kitchen space that's fully equipped. It's the kind of kitchen where you could cook a real meal, not just microwave leftovers, and sleeping quarters that are designed with comfort in mind. It feels more like a cozy apartment than a mobile camper. One more thing that makes this stand out from so many RVs out in the market today is how it bridges the gap between adventure readiness and luxury. There are vehicles out there that are ultra-rugged, but their interiors are rough, Spartan, or just plain uncomfortable. And then there are luxury motorhomes that feel amazing until you hit a muddy trail or an unpaved road, and suddenly you're wishing you stayed at the hotel. But this Caterpillar, it's being designed for both. You can drive through rough terrain with confidence and then come inside to a world that's cozy, stylish, and comfortable. Now, how does this stack up against past models or earlier generations of heavy-duty motorhomes? Well, let me put it this way, this isn't just an upgrade. It's almost a redefinition. Previously, heavy-duty rigs that had massive engines and off-road capability were often clunky inside or lacked refined living space. Or you had luxury RVs that were great on paved roads but weren't exactly ready for rugged terrain. The 2026 Caterpillar Motorhome looks like it's trying to erase that line between road trip vehicle and mobile adventure base camp. It's like they said, let's take the best bits from both worlds and amplify them. And another area where this thing seems to be stepping up is safety and technology. From early reports, it looks like there's going to be a suite of advanced driver assistance systems, things like 360-degree cameras, adaptive terrain control, all-around radar and sensors to help with blind spots or navigating tight spots. This is huge for something this size, especially if you're out on unfamiliar back roads or challenging trails. Let's talk pricing, because yes, that's often a big question on people's minds. From what's been floating around, expect this vehicle to land in the premium luxury category when it comes to price. We're talking a range that puts it well above your average RV, reflecting the craftsmanship, technology, and sheer capability it brings to the table. For some variants, prices have been projected from around the high hundred thousands into the mid-hundreds of thousands, with fully loaded, off-grid optimized versions going even higher. Now, to some people that might sound steep, and I get it, but when you think about what you're actually getting here, almost industrial-grade reliability, hybrid assist power, off-grid energy systems, ultra-luxury living space, all-terrain capability, and advanced safety and tech, it starts to make sense as a lifestyle investment. For the adventurers, full-timers, and explorers among us, this isn't just an RV, it's a mobile base camp for life's biggest journeys. And from the discussions and previews we've seen online, people who love RVing, overlanding, and exploring new frontiers are seriously pumped. This thing doesn't feel like just another vehicle, it feels like the start of a new era in what a motorhome can be. Instead of thinking about RV trips in the traditional sense, campgrounds, highways, stuff like that, this opens up ideas of traversing landscapes we might have only dreamed about before. It's like your travel radius has suddenly expanded. Let me pause for a second and just reflect on something. As someone who's always been obsessed with the freedom of the open road, the idea of a motorhome that doesn't have to choose between comfort and capability, that it can offer both, that's thrilling. You don't have to give up soft leather seats to get rugged tires. You don't have to settle for cramped quarters to go off-grid for weeks at a time. This 2026 Caterpillar Motorhome feels like the kind of leap forward that could genuinely change how people think about long-distance, independent travel. And hey, for all the purists out there who love old-school motorhomes and classic rigs, don't worry. This doesn't replace those beloved machines. Instead, it adds something new to the landscape. It's a bold statement about where adventure travel could go next. It's an invitation to people who maybe always dreamed about longer, tougher, more scenic journeys but weren't sure how to do it comfortably. So if you're someone who loves camping under starry skies but also enjoys waking up with a good espresso in a plush leather chair, if you're someone who dreams of crossing deserts just as easily as cruising coastal highways, if you are all about the journey and the comfort, then this is the kind of vehicle that makes you smile just thinking about it. Alright my friends, we've covered design, power, interior luxury, tech, pricing, and how this sits compared to what's come before. And let me just say it again, the 2026 Caterpillar Motorhome feels like something special. Whether it becomes your dream rig down the line or simply inspires your imagination, it's one heck of a vehicle to talk about. Thanks so much for hanging out and exploring this with me. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give it a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment. Tell me what feature you're most excited about in this beastly motorhome. Do you want the hybrid option? The luxury interior? The all-terrain capability? I wanna know. You've been watching Car RV Luxury Pro. Subscribe for luxury wheels and next-level performance.